السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي واجعل لي وزيرا من أهلي هارون أخي اشدد به أزري ويشرك في أمري كي نسبحك كثيرا ونذكرك كثيرا إنك كنت بنا بصيرا. لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم. وصل اللهم على محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه وأتباعه وسلم. ربنا اغفر لنا وارحمنا وأنت خير الراحمين. آمين والحمد لله رب العالمين. آمين. Welcome everyone. We have been studying the section Furqan. It's a long section, so it is taking a long time. But as long as we benefit from the Quran, it is not the point to finish one section of the Quran and pass on to the next one. But we must be fully satisfied with what we have been studying and have confidence, build confidence in our belief, in our heart, in our feeling, in our mind, intellect, so that this verse or this text really tells us the truth, the reality, as fitting to be the creator of the universe, to be the owner of the human beings. So, the previous verse we studied was saying, put your trust in the ever-living one. وتوكل على الحي الذي لا يموت وسبح بحمده وكفى به بذنوب عباده خبيرا. So, who never dies, put your trust in the ever-living one who never dies and glorify his praises. We studied this verse, and now let's see the connection between this verse and the following verse and how they are related and interrelated, interlocked actually with each other. So why should I put my trust in ever-living one and who never dies and glorify his praise, and I have to glorify his praise? Why? Well, now how? So is there any reason for it? But it says, وَكَفَى بِهِ بِذُنُوبِ عِبَادِهِ خَبِيرًا. It is because he is sufficient that none knows his creatures' transgressions as fully as he does. So we start wondering, how can I know that he is the never living one, ever living one and never dies? And shall I really put his trust in him, in the one who has these qualities? The following verse says, الذي, the one whom you are expected to put your trust in, خلق السماوات والأرض وما بينهما في 6 أيام ثم استوى على العرش الرحمن فاسأل به خبيرا. He has introducing that the previous verse said you have to put your trust in ever-living one. And is it really the ever-living one? He never dies. Is it really? And who is he introducing? And he knows every detail of human beings, actions, feelings, everything that they have. in their being. So let's read the translation and we will understand. Now, you will put your trust in the one who he has created the heavens. We are connecting the verses, previous verse and the following verse. Uh, who he who has created, the one who has created the heavens and the earth, are a living one and a never dying one, and I have to put my trust in it means I can say comfortably that my existence belongs to him. So my life is from him. He is the one who takes care of all of it, all of what I need, and provides everything for me. And who is this one? Created the heavens and the earth. That is very interesting. Always we have to remember that we should never forget that belief in God means belief in ghaib with the language of the Quran. It means not within the heavens and the earth, but the creator of the heavens and the earth. It means the universe. Not within the universe, but the creator of the universe. That is why we have to say the one who created. This is belief. This is a logical conclusion, and our heart, our mind, our feelings all confirm. Why? Because the universe needs to be created so, as I see it, so perfect. So he has created the heavens and the earth. You can trust the creator of the universe. Nothing within the universe. They are all like you, transient beings. Now, he is the one who created the whole universe, let's say, because heavens and the earth represent the whole universe, and all that is between them in 6 eons or aeons, I don't know how to pronounce it, and is established on the throne of his almightiness. This is the translation of usually people translated as days. But this translator is a really careful one. Um, Now, 6 eons, let's say like this, make it in this way, so that the people will be aware that most of the translators and the speakers speaking on the videos use this familiar word, day. So we will talk about it. Now, and is established on the throne of his almightiness, the throne, which is Arsh, the word Arsh. Now, throne of his almightiness, it means not a throne that the kings sit on it. No, no. His almightiness, it means, we will talk about it. The most gracious, he is the most gracious. Now you can use this most gracious either related to the previous section of the sentence or to the second, like this. Put your trust in the one who has created the heavens and the earth and all that is in between in 6 days, and established on the throne of his almightiness, who is the most gracious one. Or established on the throne of his mightiness, the most gracious one. Ask then about him, the most gracious one, the one who is truly aware. Both way of reading is possible. So if in the Quran, in principle, we need to remember, in principle, if in the Quran, grammatically, reading this way or another way is possible, this is meant to be read in both meanings. That is what the Quran should be understood. You have to understand that the one who establishes on the throne of his almightiness is a merciful one. We have to understand that the creation of the heavens and the earth, it means creation of the universe, is the result of his mercy. That is one option, and it is equally valid. Then, Ar-Rahmanu fas'al bihi khabira, the most gracious, ask then about this most gracious one, the one who is truly aware. Fas'al bihi khabira. Again, there is another way of reading it. Fas'al bihi, it means ask with him, with the merciful one who created the universe, the one who is truly aware, or Ar-Rahmanu fas'al bihi khabiran. So, fas'al bihi khabiran, ask then about him, the one who is truly aware. It means ask the one who is truly aware about him. Now, again, two ways of reading is possible as far as the last section of the verse is concerned. فَاسْأَلْ بِهِ خَبِيرًا. So we will talk about it. So far, I think you may have some questions or concerns, but we will go into details now. First, let's start step by step. Number one. What do you understand from El-Arsh, this verse here? Follow my curse here. So, El-Arsh, the throne. I think you should know this. Afshan.
When I think of the throne, doctor, I think of authority, like authority figure. So I think it represents authority.
So authority over what?
In this case, everything.
The authority over the universe.
Yes.
Yeah, everything in it.
Yes.
So can you imagine? Of course, it is not possible to imagine the creator who is not something like anything of the universe. So we can use that. Whole universe is his throne.
Is his property.
Is his throne. All the authority, creating it, maintaining it, destroying it, treating it as he wants, totally belongs to him. That means Arsh doesn't mean somewhere he is sitting. Definitely, we understand that, established on the throne of his almightiness. It means, because again, let's remember, Quran speaks to human beings. And human beings understand this universe belongs to someone who has given existence to it. Okay. Who is he? All what I see in the universe is where his creatorship, his lordship, his providership, being the provider, everything created in it manifests on it. For example, take anything in the in this world, in this universe. Look at the moon. Look at, I don't know, a fly. Look at uh, ant, an ant, or a plant. This plant is his throne. What you have to say, what does it mean? When you look at the plant, anything, let's speak something nice, When you look at the rose, now you see that in the creation of the rose, uh, the way it is created, it is brought into existence. It is given life. It is given shape. It is given smell. It is decorated, made it beautiful. It is created in a way that the human beings, conscious beings, love it. For example, or otherwise, something dislikable. Yes, the same thing. Communication. Oh, the one who created the rose is introducing himself. He is the one who created the rose within the whole entire context of the universe, including my feelings, including the other plants, including animals that they like it, they benefit from it, uh, everything, all the connections. We should not imagine the throne as a big, huge thing. No, no. Every being in the universe is his throne, his authority, his ownership, his creatorship manifests there. So when you think of the whole universe, yeah, that is the same. The whole universe is his throne of almightiness. If rose is a throne of his almightiness, equal, because both of them says my creator or our creator must be an absolute being. So simple. The one who created the whole universe. And from the beginning to the end, time-wise, space-wise, time-wise, who owns the universe. His throne is everywhere, depending on which perspective we look, we think, we reflect on. If you are reflecting on for example, the sun and the moon and the earth relationship and representing the other constellations, galaxies of the universe, whatever you think, even an ant is his throne. It means no other authority has any power, anything over it. That is what we understand from Ash. Thank you. Thank you, Afshan. Anyone else would like to add comments and questions? Otherwise, we will continue. Why does the verse specifically use the most merciful, Ar-Rahman? Those who follow our Fatiha studies, this is most merciful, Ar-Rahman. When Ar-Rahim is used, we say the eternally merciful one. We said, Afshan, go ahead.
I didn't mean to interrupt you, doctor. You can finish.
No, please go ahead.
When I read this verse, I'm happy to see most merciful, because when I think of authority figure or I imagine someone sitting on a throne, you can feel, experience fear because they have full authority. They can do anything to you. So it's so beautiful that right after throne, the next word is Ar-Rahman. So you feel relaxed that the one sitting on the throne is a merciful one, because if he wasn't, we would be in big trouble. So I feel like is so significant. It comes right after throne because it puts you in a place of hope over your fear.
So, thank you very much. So, can I summarize what you said? He is the author of the universe, but the universe is the result of his mercy, created out of his mercy. Rahim means something else. Rahman means giving everything you need abundantly, freely, as much as you need. Rahman. Creation is the way the universe is created, the manifestation of the most merciful one. The way, the meaning, every creation refers to is his absoluteness, his infinity. So he is the one who is going to satisfy your feelings, which lusts, with loves, with yearns for eternal satisfaction. So Rahman encompasses every being in this universe. Rahim encompasses not only this world, next world as well, because my feelings need eternal satisfaction. So in the way he creates, gives us the news, manifests, reflects that his merciful creation, creating the universe with his mercy, manifests itself by demonstrating in a way that it demonstrates that every being in the universe says, my creator is an absolute being, eternal being. It means absolute, infinite being, self-existing being. So he created your feelings, and your feelings will be taken care of by his mercy as long as you don't deny him, reject his mercy, reject his merciful creation, saying that no, there is no creator by itself, it happened. Ah, okay. So you just deprive yourself of his mercy because you denied it. Of course, if you give a beautiful gift to a person and you love, expressing your love for him, as soon as he takes the gift, he says, I don't need it, throws it away. What do? Will you give it again? Will you give a present again? Does he deserve this? Anyone?
No, absolutely not.
So uh, when the denier's attitude is the same, isn't it? I don't need your mercy. It happened by itself. Who are you? What are you talking about? Do you understand? It's so clear. Why the hell is eternal? We even never get any glimpse of mercy. Why he denied it? Of course, we are talking in terms of black and white, right? We shouldn't forget that. Everybody may have some sort of belief or not. We don't know about people. But denial deserves eternal deprivation of mercy. Belief, by definition, deserves eternal pleasure of mercy. By definition. People, I don't know. Where I am, I don't know. So, but I would like to be on this side because I acknowledge it. Not because I am hoping that I will be given eternal life in paradise. No, it is the truth for me now. To give or not to give, up to him, not me. But I acknowledge it because it makes sense to me, and I am not an ungrateful person. I confirm it. That's it. I am modest enough to realize and accept and confirm that I need to be created, and everything is provided by me by a one who is conscious of my needs and who is deliberately preparing everything without needing anybody's help. Oh, I agree with this idea, and I confirm it. Now, okay. Now, the most merciful refers to the way the universe is created with mercy. So let's read the verse, translation of the verse again. Who has created the heavens and the earth and all that is in between in 6 periods of time, passive, with his mercy, most gracious, with his absolute grace. Clear? You can read this verse. Now, الذي خلق السماوات والأرض وما بينهما الرحمن. الذي الرحمن. You can refer it here as well. It is possible grammatically. So الذي هو الذي الرحمن الذي خلق السماوات والأرض وما بينهما في 6 أيام ثم استوى على العرش. You can read it in this way. But of course, not practically. Meaning-wise, you can understand it in this way. It is beautiful, this flexibility of the quality of the grammatic quality of the Quran, consistent within itself. It's beautiful, gives multiple, various meanings of the same sentence at the same time. Doesn't have to repeat it. It's very concise. That is why while we are reading the Quran, we need to pay attention the conciseness of the expression of the expressions of the Quran. We have to always, there's a concise way of saying it. Not using flowery languages, not very concise, precise, and concise way of saying it. Yeah. Now, فَاسْأَلْ بِهِ خَبِيرًا. Of course, the translation says, ask about him, the one who is aware, who is truly aware. But also there are other ways of reading it. But فَاسْأَلْ بِهِ, ask with it, literally means ask with it. With it. What is it? Literal meaning. So there are various deep work on this kind of words, verses in the Quran, in the exegesis of the Quran. Amazing work they did, mashallah. We have to pray for them to Allah to give them the highest level in paradise, inshallah. They spent all their life to understand the details. So I will share one of them with you, which is on the screen as well. So على العرش الرحمن فاسأل به, with it. So you can read it in another way, as understand be means many meaning, more than 10. So you can read it. Khabir means, we studied last week about Khabir. If you remember this one, Khabir, وَكَفَى بِهِ بِذُنِيبِ عِبَادِهِ خَبِيرًا. We talked about it, Khabir, not Khabir means aware of everything in it is detail, every detail precisely. Khabir, aware of everything. Nothing misses from his awareness, his knowledge. So this is translated this way. Of course, the translator should take one option. They cannot make two options. It will be a kind of commentary then. So this is this translation says aslan about him, about Ar-Rahman, as this translation says, the one who is truly aware. So, but let's go. If you want to know who he is, if you want to know who he is, Khabir means if you want to know what the truth is, he is aware of it. Ask about him, from him. It means as well from him too. It means, and who is he? He is truly aware of everything. Now, we can understand all this. Let's go to A, B, C, D. There are four options that we can understand from this bihi, he. So ask then the one who is truly aware. It means God himself, as he explains who he is in the Qur'an. Now, study the Qur'an, his speech. He is explaining who he is in the Qur'an. How we can get to know him also explained in the Qur'an. So ask about him, which means go and study the Qur'an. Because Qur'an says, I am his speech, introducing himself to you, human beings. Let me see if it is really so. Okay. It means ask the Qur'an, which is most aware of it. Qur'an. Qur'an will give the detailed information to you. This is only one option. Any comments so far? Okay. B. Ask about him from what he has created out of his mercy. Yeah? With his creation. With his acts of creation. It means investigate the universe. Investigate the universe. It will disclose to you who his creator is, so you will get to know the creator of the universe. It is equally valid understanding of this verse. How is it going? Any concern, question, comment? C. The Quran was revealed to the prophet, the messenger. So he is the one who received the message firsthand and understood, practiced, put into practice in his life, and he is among you now through his practices. But we may say it is not among us. No, it is among us. All the narrations from him is available for me. So investigate the narrations as far as available about a huge heritage we have. That's our legacy, priceless legacy, huge. So go and study. You will understand. If you are living with if you were living with the prophet, ask him personally, who is the one who created me? How can I know him? He will explain to you as he is the first student and foremost student of the Quran, the best student of the Quran. Ask him. He will explain to you. Prophet also, فَاسْأَلْ بِهِ, the one, ask him, the one who brings this message to you. Equally valid understanding. That is the third option. And D, ask anyone you think who knows about him. Now, this last option is chosen by the translator of the text that I am sharing on the screen. Ask then about him, the one who is truly aware. Now, I am not with the Prophet. I am not able to understand the Quran. It is not my language, and I am lazy. I am busy with other things. Forgive me. So, is there anyone who studied all this universe, all the Quran, all the prophetic narrations? Is there anyone in army who has learned something so that he will give you the summary of what he has learned? Ask about him. You trust. If you trust somebody who has studied and who knows more than you or better than you, then ask him. For example, a primary school student, elementary school student, they should ask their teachers. Yeah, their teacher is enough for them. A high school student should ask about what he wants to learn from their student. College-wise, doctorate, yes. Ask about the one who knows better than you do. That is why we should, now, we should look at ourselves, our living conditions. I said, or all of them. All of them at the same time. It means, depending on your situation, if you are able to study the Quran, study the Quran. If not, now study the universe and see who is the creator. Universe also is a means of explaining who he is, who its creator is, every being. And if you are able to study the hadith narrations, study from the hadith narrations and see how the Prophet introduced the creator of the universe and creator of the universe to the people and taught them how to communicate with him in order to acknowledge his merciful creation, being a merciful creator, and communicate with him, which is called worshiping, the way to worship God. Or if you are not able to do any of these three, go and the one who knows something better than I do about the creator of the universe. Most of the people fall into the fourth category, which is normal, which is what we are. All of us are doing the same thing. But we have to do something. We have to do something. When we say khabiran, it means truly aware. Are you familiar with the word khabar in Arabic? Akhbar, plural. In Arabic, they use this expression in order, this word, to tell us the news. That is called news, akhbar. So what happened there? What happened here? Who killed one? And who said what the politicians said? Just lies. Narrate. Is it the news? The Quran says, فَاسْأَلْ بِهِ خَبِيرًا. If you want to know the news, ask all these four categories. One of the four categories, or if you can do it, 2, 3, 4. So ask all them. Not the news tell about the negative side of every events and put you in a distress. Or we don't see anything beautiful things are created in the world. We see only one thing. What? There is a war somewhere. No, but the war is taking place between, let's say, 10,000, 1 million, 5 million people. Anyways, this is a case, but I understand. How about 6, 7 billion people? They are enjoying their life. And how about the whole universe, all the days created? So let's read this one. What is a little bit technical, but I think it's better. All right. It is better to read it why this can be understood in various ways. Okay, make it bold as well. So let's read this way. Now, do you see the black section of?
Yes.
Now you are able to see. Now, Fes-el-Bihi, it is a very famous later generation scholar. I love his commentaries. Of course, he died in 1973, I think. 1973, very close, just 50 years ago. Almost the greatest commentator on the Quran. Ibn Ashur. التنوير التنوير والتحرير. So I just forgot the name of the tafsir. It's very famous and authority. It's a real authority. No one can challenge his authority. Of course, they can have options, but no one can say and said so far that he is not the authority. No, he is a very powerful authority. MashaAllah. He says, Fes'el bihi means Fes'el anhu. What does it mean? Bi means an. What does it mean? Ask with it. Literal one meaning. But he says that means ask from him. Ask from him. You can understand. Ask about him as well. So, anhu. But it is possible to be bihi khabiran as well. Yani, ask with him, or ask him, or ask with the Quran. Ask with the Quran. Or ask about him, from him. Ask the one who knows, khabiran. What is this here? Now, khabiran is I think Yeah, there is a confusion here, language confusion. Sorry. No, no. It is nekre, so khabiran, not el-khabir, not el-khabir. It means nekre, it is technical, but let me talk about it and finish quickly. A one who is aware, not the one who is aware. Now, is nekra. Therefore, but a one which that is aware. Li الدلالة على على علومه. The one خبيرا. How can I explain it? على علومه. His knowledge encompasses everything. Khabiran. Nekra, it means, how do you say? With the aware one or an aware one who knows everything. Now, if read as referring to God, we can ask God that reveals himself in his creation to us, reveals himself in his creation to us. We cannot go and ask God himself. He's the absolute being. But he says he reveals himself in his creation to us or to the revelation he reveals. It means either the Quran or to the universe. Or ask his prophets who are sent as teachers. So this authority gives us three options. That is why I wanted to share it with you. Whether it is difficult for me to explain the technical things, but I think we benefited from it. How about the days? The 6 days, 6 eons. No. Okay, let's go back to our slide. Now, what do you understand from 6 days? Any comment? Any? Afsha?
An indefinite long period, indefinite long period of time.
Okay. Anything more?
No, sorry. That's all.
So, excuse me?
No, that's all. It just seems to me like 6 indefinite periods. We cannot be sure.
This ayyam means here in Arabic 6 days. Most of the time, yawm, singular form. This is plural form of ayyam, yawm, day. So days. Now 6 days. So, how we understand the Quran? We see in the Quran the word day refers to the day of doomsday. Doomsday. Sometimes it is referred to as sa'a, the hour. They say the hour. The moment the universe ceases to be created, it means cease to exist. If the creator doesn't want to create it, cease to exist. That is called a yawm. a moment. It's just a moment. Then also describing in some verses, a year means 50,000 days that we count human beings, the one who lives on earth. So according to the rotation of the earth on its around, that is one day. But the Quran says, according to me, it is a day. This is, for example, in a day, Quran says, in a day, according to you, you count as 50,000 days. Not the numbers are not important. It means huge span of time. But from the beginning to the end of the universe is called a day. Quran says, how long have human beings lived in the world? A day or some part of the day. Now, we should understand, Quran speaks to human beings, and according to their perceptions, he says, 60, not six, sorry, not six, six period of creation. Because the day has all sorts of meanings, and all of them are true. So 6 period of days. You can say, for example, ice age. You can say iron age. You can say the first. We don't know the first moment of existence of the universe. They call it nowadays. How do they call it? Oh, in physics, I am the Big Bang. Haha. Yeah, thank you. You understand what I was looking for. Big Bang. The first appearance of universe. Now, that is possible. The end of the universe, that is possible. From the beginning to the end, that is possible. It means the reader, Muawi also asks, is the number important? We'll talk about it. The reader of the text, how does it think of existence? Some people think of existence as the universe as a whole. Some people think of the universe as the universe gradually changing, period by period. Some people think of the universe as the universe created in different ages from the beginning, as just as the Quran says, it was like a cloud, dukhan. It was like a cloud, and then we gave shape to it. The periods of existence. Or some people think that from my birthday to my death day is my day. Some people think in other terms. So 6, 7 in the Quran refers to human perception that If it is smaller than, it means any number between 1 and 9 is a small number. Small number. As far as human perception, 6 period of existence. Depends on, for example, I can make this. My babyhood, maybe my life in my mother's womb, 1, and my babyhood, 2, my childhood, adulthood, childhood as teenage including, 3, adulthood, 4, middle age, 5, and my old age, 6. I can categorize my life in this way. Does it matter? No, as Muawiyah says. Why mention? The Quran prefers to speak. The Muawiyah asks why, if it doesn't matter. It depends on the perception of the human beings. So why does the Quran mention it then? Now, the Quran does so just in order to give the vision to the reader so that the reader will perceive it, conceive it within his capacity and understand that the creation is not static, it is changing. But his way of, for example, a physicist understands the changing at the level of particles. An astronomer understands this changing at the stage of the death of galaxies. People, like me, understand that at the stage of daily change, day, night, and the week and month, we can. A child thinks of the existence at the level of its capacity to see when his father or mother comes and he goes to bed and wakes up. Depends on the perception of the people. Some people cannot think of the age of the universe. So gives a concrete example. Always Quran prefers concrete example, not abstract examples. Always concrete examples. That is the way the Quran speaks. That's why he gives numbers that according to the capacity of the reader, he can imagine a period of time. So giving a period of time. Thank you. I think this verse is beautiful, and it took our 1 hour, inshallah. So it is time for iftar. I shouldn't really keep you waiting. Myself as well, and my alarm clock says that is the deadline. Thank you very much for everyone for joining. Thank you, inshallah. I'll see
Thank you.
you are most welcome. And so I'll see you, inshallah, tomorrow.